And now, a word from our sponsors.
In the mood for some wrestling? Make sure to check out the Melbourne Wrestling Show every Thursday at 10 p.m. on Channel 31. Need a custom entrance video, graphic, or hype reel made? Make sure to check out Goated Wrestling Media on Instagram so you too can be the greatest of all time. Want your best dance moves or sporting event captured on film? Make sure to check out Have a Nice Day Productions, where every day is a nice day. Need some promo shots or your event filmed and edited? Or make sure to check out Adrian Casco Media for all your media needs. Want to stand out from the crowd with an amazing photo shoot? Or make sure to check out Jamster Photography so you too can stand out from the crowd.
I remember getting spoken to backstage by a wrestler who, no, not backstage, but out in the crowd, a wrestler from another promotion had come over. And it would have been one of the promos that I dropped the F-bomb like 2 times. I would have cut the promo. And they went, I hate swearing on a microphone. He goes, but you make it organic.
Okay.
He goes, when you swear, he goes, a substance to it. And I'm like, I'm just being me, man. Like, I don't give I even said to, like I said to, I've said to Crash before, I'm like, I don't care. Yell at me when I get back. I go back and I apologize. I always do. I'm like, I'm sorry, I dropped the F-bomb. Nah, it's all right.
I can attest to this because when he dropped the F-bomb 3 times, I think it was last year, I was backstage as soon as he did that, and he was sitting there going to the promoter saying, I'm so sorry.
Which time? Is this like...
This is the one, I think it was either with Kobe or it was with Will. And it was 3 times because because I was on commentary, the moment you said the three times, oh yeah, fuck it, might as well, if he's fucking saying it, I'll fucking say it. And I went, shit.
Because there's the JSA promo.
Mm.
There's the JSA promo, which I'm really proud of the promo in itself, but I swore a little bit too much. And that's because I got called out on the show about my swearing, and I went out there to make it a mission that I can swear and still, like, because DeCarlo had called me out on the swearing in the promo.
Yep.
JSA called me out on the promo, and in like JSA's one is what turned me. JSA comes out and said the F word and goes, no pop. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go get a pop. So I came out there and I fucking swore. And I was like, you can get a pop. No matter what you do, you can get a pop. You need to have that connection with the crowd.
Correct.
You know, Alpha has been really nice to me. They've told me not to swear. But as over the time, it's been a bit more lenient. There's been a couple of times where I've blurred the lines and I've gone, I'm sorry, I made a cum shot joke on the mic.
Hey, like, it's not as bad as some of the promos that sadly have never been released that I said, and they were already approved. This was on
this was like on a mic spot though. So like I had cut a mic.
When did you make a cum joke?
I think I made a cum joke about who attacked 211 because Sam wasn't there for a show and someone had like white face paint on their leg, and I made a.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was great.
I went to Manson and went, I'm so sorry. He goes, no, it's fine. I'm like,
I don't even think he even understood it until we told him later on.
Yeah.
Because I made an OnlyFans joke on the live stream. He's like, "What's OnlyFans?" And I had to explain it. He does that. Good for him.
Yeah. So a lot of promotions are now being a bit more lenient with me. In the sense of that's kind of just part of the character. Is that, and like I think a lot of promotions have also realized if you put a limitation, because there was one point Adrenaline put a limitation on me, and my promos went from here to air. And I turned around and went, I don't want any more limitations. I might swear, I might not swear. It's a risk we're just going to have to run. And it depends on the storyline as well. I think it's also, it just, a lot of it vibes from the crowd and just like what I'm talking about. Like a lot of my promos, I have a game plan and then I go out there and I completely fuck the game plan out the window. I know what points I need to hit, and a lot of it's just off the cuff. So that's a good time. I don't mean to, but like I guess it's become so ingrained in everybody that it's just part of who I am and part of my character, to where it's just it's a joke backstage.
Yeah,
you know?
it is.
It's not a Oh fuck, he swore again. It's a how many swear words you reckon Reds is gonna say on the mic? Or I'll be in a meeting. We do a pre-show meeting. They're like, no swearing on the mic. Redfield. It's my favorite.
Did you know that we took bets to see how many times you were going to say fuck? I can't remember which show it was last year, but we actually took bets, and I think DC won because you swore 4 times that night.
That's so good.
You didn't know that? No one told
No,
you that?
I didn't know there was bets being taken on backstage.
No, so
so
it was like so it was me. I gotta remember the working name. I can't say the shoot name. So it was me, DJ Dirty Sprite.
Yeah.
I think it was Pat. It may have been Big Hoss, and then a few others. And then they told us that oh yeah, they were saying this, and we're like, okay. So we had a little bit going on, and I lost because I said 6. I think Spidey said, oh no, he'll be responsible. I reckon maybe 2, and Hoss or Pat. One of them said, "Oh, it's probably going to be a 3." So none of us won, but apparently Daisy won. I don't know how true that is. That's just what I was told. But
yeah, no, because
that's funny.
Yeah, because like there's a lot of times because I know I did a promo for Nightfall back in February because we did the match and I was meant to be like super angry and it frustrated me because we did this promo and we were the last match on the card, but because it was Valentine's Day, they did a wedding segment to end the show.
Oh, is that the one with Harper and Rocco? Yeah.
Yeah. I was just like, you should have done that earlier. So they were like, we do this match. Our match got thrown out the window because of interference by House of Frost. We're going to do interviews with you and B-Lars while everyone's setting everything up. And I'm like, this is what the fuck? We're both should be super fucking angry from this. Why are we cutting promos in between? Anyway, I was like, all right, I'll make it work. And so B-Lars cuts his promo. B-Lars is very timid, very, he fires up when he needs to be, but he was very timid. He was like very super baby face. He was like, I was meant to, like, the whole illusion was I was about to win the title.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you should be champion right now, yada, yada, yada. Here's me. All right. I went on this whole fucking tandem, but this whole thing is like, I have been ingrained in this promotion not to swear. Like, I've gotten in actual trouble. And I'm like, okay, cool, whatever, fuck this. So I literally, I said a couple of things and then I followed up with, I'm really angry right now. And there's a lot of bad words I want to say, but I'm going to try my best not to. And so I didn't swear. I think the worst that I said was pissed off. And then I stormed backstage. And I went out there, I went to the promoter. I'm like, I'll be honest, I reckon I should have sworn out there to make this more believable because that's what I do.
Yes.
Everyone knows me, especially since my character is not just a wrestling character, it's a personal character because people see me online constantly through like Facebook posts and all that, and like obviously Twitch every single night.
Yeah.
A lot of fans know Josh Redfield as Josh or Schwa. That's why I've got Schwa in the name because that's what I'm referred to by a lot of people these days as well. And I was like, that's part of the aura now. I don't need to swear, but like in really angry moments, when you're in an argument, you're gonna drop an F-bomb.
Of course,
it's a realistic thing. And I get backstage, I'm like, yeah, I didn't drop a swear word, but I could have probably if I needed to, and I reckon it would add a little bit more oomph to it. And the promoter goes, yeah, you would have gotten away with it. You can swear. Why fucking tell me this earlier? Let me probably a good thing because it is a family rated show. It is a kid show. But like I had the rule originally is if the promoter swears on a show, free game.
I agree. I totally agree.
Crash once upon a time said I only had one swear word on it. This was years ago. He goes, you got one swear word every show. One swear word. Sweet. Now it's turned into like 12. But like every time someone drops a swear word, I'm the first one to look over at Gorilla and go, it's one for me, an extra one for me now. But you can't yell at me. But yeah, that's just part of the aura, I guess, which is weird. Yeah, I've got weirdly enough, it does come down to I don't view myself like as you were saying like earlier, like everyone only talks nice things about me, which I don't think is the case. Obviously, there are people who probably don't like me. Because it's a wrestling business.
There's only one person that I can think of, and I'm not going to mention them by name, but we all know who it is. Don't worry, the feeling is mutual because we don't like him either.
I think there's a couple of people there's probably people that have either been annoyed with me. Like that's just part of life in general. But I keep hearing this thing that people view me at a higher standard, and I don't see it. Like even when I was heavyweight champion, at Adrenaline, everyone's like, fucking Josh Redfield, like you're this, you're that. I'm like, no, I'm not any of this. I'm just a fucking regular wrestler. Like when they'd come up and like, do you want to do the pre-show meeting? I'm like, fuck no. Do you know how much anxiety and fucking that I have when it comes to that type of stuff? Because you're putting me in a room full of my peers who I think hate me in general. Like that's how I view a lot of it. Is that people just don't like me. That's just how my mind works. So it is really weird when people go, "Oh, Josh Redfield, you get advice from Red. Do this, like talk to Red." It's like, why? Like even like some of my ideas are fucking terrible. We all have bad ideas, or we look at something from different perspectives. Like there's been some things that I've sat there in a match and went, "Oh, we should have done that differently." In theory, when we were planning it, it was really good, but then, oh, it didn't work for that crowd. Or now they look at it, we should have done this differently. That's just part of wrestling. But the amount of people that come up to me shows and go, "Hey, can I just get advice on this?" Or I hear people go, "But you're the veterans." The main joke I hear constantly all the time. The vet Josh Redfield. I don't know if you've heard that one.
Yeah, I have, and I've been told. I've been told by I can't name because they'll fucking kill me. Probably don't call someone that anymore because literally it does piss some people off, and that's why I've never called you that. I called someone that recently. It was just by accident, and he wanted to go fisticuffs. I was like, dude, come on! You've been in the industry for like 11 years. You're a vet, and this close.
Nah, I get called veteran all the time. It's a funny running gag because I would be called veteran, and I was like, no, I'm not a veteran. No way. No. I'm not. I'm experienced. I'm not a veteran. I'll take veteran once I'm retired in my 50s.
Is that the time frame we got? You reckon your 50s you're gonna go? You're not gonna do a George and retire for a couple of years and then come back and have an amazing match with Bo Bowman and then retire again?
If I was to retire, I've always said if I was going to retire, I retire. Like it's because I've seen it, and I'm not going to name names. I've seen it happen. People have gone, I'm going to retire, and then they come back, or they have this big retirement thing, and then they come back a year, 2 years later. I don't want to be that. I don't want to do it. I know some once upon a time, a couple of people did it as a merch push. Coming out of retirement, it's like, then you weren't retired.
Yeah, you're not John Farnham. You can't just retire and then come back 4 years later. Oh yeah, here's a new fucking tour.
That's my own personal view. Like it obviously, like the wrestling, you never retired. That's the saying. But like, I would like to believe personally for myself that if I sat there and went, no, I'm retiring, I stay retired.
Yeah,
I don't, because my whole thing is once I retire, once I'm like, it's time to hang up the shoes, the kick pads, the boots, whatever. I take a step back from the wrestling role, and I come back as whether it's a trainer or I still want to be on screen. So like general manager, commentator, stuff like that. I don't want to leave the business.
I would love to do commentary with you.
I'd love to do commentary. Like a lot of shows do live commentary. But obviously this year I'm away for work a lot. If anyone turned around and said, "Hey, do you want to spare an hour, like 2 hours to watch a video and do like commentary for this video for our show?" I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, let's fucking go."
I might take you up on that because there is a project that I'm going to be doing soon that I do need a partner. So we might talk about that later.
Yeah. Obviously. So yeah, I originally planned on retiring years ago. So this is my retirement timeline. So when I first started, I was like, I'm going to retire when I have kids.
Yep.
Because I wasn't planning on having kids for years. My whole goal when I first started wrestling was I'm going to go to the WWE. No. So I was like, going to go to the WWE. That was my plan. So I dedicated a whole bunch of my time to wrestling. I was like so sure I was going to make it. And then obviously I had my daughter, and obviously not WWE. Was still wrestling. And then, so I continued wrestling from then. And then I was like, oh, I'll retire if I get 3 concussions. Can confirm, have not had 3 concussions.
Okay.
I've only ever had 1. So, from what I know of, I've only ever had 1. So, I guess that's kind of still in play. And then I said to myself, I was like, I'll retire probably at 35. Um, and that was after my comeback. I was like, I'll do maybe go to 35, or when I win the big one, win the heavyweight title at a promotion, become the face, and then I've completed what I set out to do originally. Um, Obviously that's the case because I'm still active wrestler. Obviously this year's a bit up and down, obviously because of FIFO, but I love wrestling. Like I've re-fallen in love with professional wrestling to the point where like being away at the moment for work has sent me into spirals because I don't want to be away from wrestling. That's not ever something I ever want to do. My new timeline for retiring is when I know I need to retire. Whether it's because my body's starting to fail on me, whether it's injury. I personally would rather go out on my own terms. So it's more how my body's feeling. Is it time to hang up the boots? Does Josh Redfield have much more left in the tank? I still think I have another 15 years in me. Personally, I think I could probably get to 50 if I really wanted to. Do I think that's going to be the case? No. Because I very rarely do I see people last 25, like fully 25 years and still go at a certain rate. I think end of my 40s, like I think I do believe that I'll probably be in my 40s when I do officially retire. It depends on how well I keep myself healthy, honestly, probably, or if I die before then. So,
well, like, that took a really fucking dark turn, didn't it?
Just saying, like that's another way I'd retire. But yeah, no, I don't have any plans.
Hang on, where's some wood? Hang on.
Yep.
There we go. Knocked on there. Yep.
I don't have any plans to retire. No plans at all to retire. I don't want to retire. I love wrestling too much. I don't like watching it in a sense. Like I don't watch like WWE that much or like all the promotions and stuff like that. I'll skim through it on Twitter and shit like that. But I love this business a lot. I love wrestling. I love being an active wrestler. I hate that sometimes I don't have the time to be able to watch our local scenes. Also hate that I can't wrestle as much this year. Like from a personal standpoint, if people realize how hard it is for me at the moment when it comes to being away from wrestling, they would like and like the thoughts and the emotions that go through me on a daily basis because I can't be there, they would be fucking shocked. I'm a very happy-go-lucky person. I'm, always out there when it comes to shows. But being away from it all is just like even the show, like it's hard coming back to shows, knowing full well that I don't know when the next hit's gonna come of euphoria of wrestling. As I said before this, like there was a whole bunch of plans we had that got been nixed. It was really sad at one point. I got really, really like it was a really dark place for me. When the promotions were like, we can't really tell stories. We've had to nix this because it's unpredictable with you at the moment. And it sucks because I had a really good 2024, a really, really good 2025. And I was like, this is going to be a really, really good 2026 for me. And I had some really good matches, and that I've had this year, but we're in June, we're 6 months in the year. And I feel like I feel like I've done nothing, I'm just scared. I think another part of it me is I'm scared that I'm going to just lose momentum. The fans are going to forget about me, which is not the case because I wrestled at peak and they were fucking screaming my name. And I think it did, like at the end of the day, it does help me that I do like stream every single day. That's my sanity. That's my sanity at the moment when I'm away from home is like I've got my streaming stuff all set up here.
Oh yeah, I love the notifications I get on my phone. Dear diary, I was like, oh yeah, he's fucking streaming again. Well done.
It's my sanity. It's the thing that keeps me sane here. It's my interaction that I get when I'm not working. Yeah, it's nice to have. And I think that keeps me in tune with a lot of the fans as well, because I've had fans that will come in and, you know, chat away and stuff like that. I do have fans messaging me going, "Where are you?" Which sucks. It sucks so much.
In saying that though, like, sorry to go on another tangent because you and me have talked a lot off camera about this. What has been some of the weirdest shit that's been asked of you on those NGLs or DMs? Because being an OnlyFans creator, I can only imagine it would get totally fucked up.
I don't know, not really. I think the weirdest one I've had was in my Instagram DMs, and they were like, "Hi, I'll give you $500 if you can do a nude wrestling match."
A what? A nude wrestling match?
Yeah, they're like,
With
"We'll give you
who?
500." I don't know. They're like $500, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna need more than that.
Yeah,
They were gonna offer more too, and I sat there and like, who's gonna let me wrestle in a wrestling ring nude? I turned it down anyway because I don't think I'd be comfortably doing that with another wrestler, unless it was like just a terribly acted thing with another performer in that aspect.
I just feel more sorry for your skin because that would fucking cane.
No, I don't reckon.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the other stuff.
Oh,
Just imagine, not flapjack.
Nah,
Flapjack is probably the.
oh, yeah.
Think of that.
I don't think you'd be taking front bumps. I don't think I'd be taking bumps in general. I think it'd be one of those ones where you'd work the story with like chain and everything, and then eventually, oh no, it slipped in. And then I think that's probably the worst one I've copped. NGL wise, I don't think I've copped anything too bad. I think there's been some like funny people. I know that PJ Red and Deezy like to troll me a lot in those two in that aspect.
Of course they would.
Yeah, and nothing to the point. Again, I don't know because everyone's weird is different to mine. Obviously, maybe because I'm more used to some of the stuff that I do get asked and some of the stuff that I do receive. I think the weirdest ones for me, which I think frustrate me a little bit as well, is people confessing stuff but then not following up on those confessions.
Yeah.
Like people will turn around and they'll ask for certain things. They'll be like, "Oh, you should do this or you should do that." But when people turn around and go, "Hey, I want to do this with you," or "I have these feelings for you," or "I want to smash," or "I want to do this, that, or the other," and then I'm like, "Okay, cool. Send me a message. Let me know who you are so I at least know." You know, and there's been like multiple different people that have said it, and there's only been one follow-up.
Look, I'll admit the one that says I want you to cuddle me before I go to bed, that was me. But I did that as I did that as a joke. No, but
I love the ribs. It's great because I'll sit there and be like, who the was this? Was this in the business or is this actually someone? That was PJ Red. That was easy.
No, but even because when you share it on, because most of the time I see when you reshare it onto Snapchat, and I'm going, that's pretty fucking ballsy. And I was like, why don't you just like send him a DM instead of putting it more public? Because like that'd be more fucking.
It's anonymous. It's because it's anonymous. Because people.
Yeah, but you can pay to actually see who's actually sent it though.
Yeah, but
like
but I don't
$6 a
pay
month.
for it. I don't pay for it. You know, I would rather people actually just go, "Hey, this is how I kind of, you know, I find you attractive," or "I'd like to smash," or "Okay, I've got these genuine feelings for you. I just wanted to let you know." I'm not a bad person to communicate with. I'm not going to sit there and judge you for anything, except for those pants you're wearing. No, I'm not going to judge you for anything.
At least they're My Hero Academia shorts.
Oh my god,
pants.
Sorry, my crutch is on screen. I have Death Note because I'm in my PJs.
Oh, I fucking hate you so much. I love those things.
Worst part about it is every time I do that, depending on the angle and my movement.
Yeah. Watch some of his TikToks where he goes like that. You know, it's hypnotizing.
The fucking old TikToks are cringeworthy. I remember watching those on stream and wanting to like fucking just headbutt a wall. But yeah, it's rough because like I sit there and I'll go, who's actually asking these questions and stuff like that? Like, because obviously, like, I'm different in a sense from a lot of people. Like, we're in 2026, world's a completely different place than what it was 10, 15 years ago, right? But I think a lot of people, they're like, oh, you're a family man, you've got this, you've got that, like you've got like this, you've got a family, there's Laura as well, and like they're at every single show pretty much.
Yeah.
But I think people forget that that we have a very completely different relationship to most people.
Yes.
I think that for a lot of people, there's a lot of people who still don't know about the open relationship stuff.
Well, I remember when I said, "Oh, that's your wife," and you had to correct me. I was like, "Oh, I
no finger, no,
didn't. I had no
no,
idea."
yeah,
No,
not
but
married.
no, but I assumed it was you guys were married because
No.
of the
Yep.
way you guys were interacting. So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
and yeah, you had to explain to me. I went, oh, okay,
Yeah, like
not my thing, but if it works for you, it works for you,
yeah,
baby.
exactly. It's not everyone's thing. It's what works for us. We enjoy it. We're very sex positive and everything else like that as well. So
Yeah.
um I know I've had like really good conversations. I'm not going to name any wrestlers. I've had conversations about that type of stuff with people in the business and stuff like that. Not in the sense of like, hey, do you want to jump in, or hey, do you and I want to go off, and like not usually that. It's just more like, oh, how does that work for you guys? What do you guys do? Do you both of you need to be a part of it? No, we're just communication.
Yes.
Um, you know, um, and yeah, and like I've had some really healthy conversations about it all. Um, but yeah, so it's so like it's weird when you get all these people that are very still anonymous about it all, and I'm like, I'm not hard to talk to. I'm not going to sit there and be like, yeah, like I've had people come, like again, a wrestler back in the day came up to me and said, hey, I have feelings for you, and I went, okay, cool, congratulations. But I sat there and I'm like, look, I'm not going to tell you that nothing is going to happen, or if something's going to happen. I don't predict the future, but currently it's not going to. And he was okay with that. Yes, it was a he. And that's that, like I'm not gonna bite your head off for having feelings or you wanting to smash people. Like everyone has these feelings. Well,
Sex, not actually like smash people for those
yeah,
who
no,
being
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
stupid.
Sorry, banging, fornicating, whatever you want to call it. Oh, fornicating. Ugh.
What's the thing on Big Bang Theory? Oh fuck.
Coitus.
Coitus, yeah.
Coitus.
You want to coitus them,
There was a this is gonna be really bad. So hotel in Queensland.
Oh no! Oh, the moment you said Queensland, like, oh shit, here we go.
Yeah. So there's a hotel in Queensland
Mm.
where I proceeded to have coitus with someone. But it became a running joke that every time we enter the lobby, I say coitus.
Yes.
So every time we stayed there, we'd walk into the lobby and I'd be coitus really loud. And it wasn't just a coitus; it was coitus, and we'd walk past it. I'd be like, "Oh, coitus! I had coitus in this ring, in this room."
Oh god.
But yeah, no, more of the story is, yeah, like, no, I would like people to talk to me more about it if that's the case. I know some people have in general, not through NGLs, just out of like, you know, um, one of those things. I'm also a very angsty person. A lot of people will sit there and be like, "Oh, you want to do these things, or you want to like." Even when it comes to wrestling, you want to go out and you train with this person, you want to do this. One, I probably don't have the time for it. A lot of the time, and it's really hard to get me sometimes. Obviously, 2 years to get this interview. There are people that have been waiting for other things for longer. But it's like I'm a very anxious person, very, very anxious. You might not see it, especially like when it comes to wrestling shows or like when I'm streaming. I'm a very anxious person. I get very nervous very, very, very quickly. So that holds me back a lot. And I've made that clear on a lot of things. Like it's held me back so much in the wrestling business. I'm not as anxious in the wrestling business as I once was. You will see me speak up about certain things if I need to speak up about certain things.
It certainly does.
And if I get in trouble for it, I get in trouble for it, whatever. But yeah, I'm a very anxious person. I get very I used to do training sessions with Brooksy. My first two, I was anxious as fuck. I was anxiety driven. He'd offer all the time to people, and I'd never take him up. Seminars, I'd never do them because I was too anxious. I was like, what if I'm bad? I do good as a wrestler. I'm okay, right? Everyone says I'm a really, really good wrestler.
You're about to say, hey, come on, Josh, you're selling yourself short.
But like that's what I mean. Is everyone speaks really highly of me? I don't see it. So like when I get these, like they go, you want to do this? I'm like, give it to someone else. And it holds me back. It really, really does. And like, And it's funny because that holds me back, and I'm here sitting. I want banger matches. I want banger after banger after banger. Like, give me these. I want Aiden Miller. Give me a match with Aiden Miller. Give me a match with Jason Crash. Give me these like fucking matches with guys that people think really big of. People go, you're in that field, but sometimes I feel like I'm not in that field at the same time. Because I'm getting matches on a not a lower end. But I get matches where it's like, oh, we want you to help this person out. We want you to help this person out. And like, I'm happy to do. I love doing. I work hard at Malice. And I've said on stream, I'm like, I had a really fun match, but it was more of a let's fucking show that Khan can go instead of me going out there and putting on a fucking barn burner of a match. I get that role, and I love being in that role. But there are times where I kind of sit there and I'm like, give me Roderick Valentine, give me and Roderick 15 minutes, please. One I asked for I've been asking Adrenaline for ages. Give me versus Adam Brooks. I'd like to wrestle Adam Brooks one-on-one. We did the triple threat match with me, him, and Kobe.
But you want one-on-one?
We did this triple threat match where I won the belt. I didn't think I was ready to wrestle Brooksy. I did this match. I was like, okay. I've done training sessions with Brooksy. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I think I can wrestle with Brooksy and put on a fucking banger. I want to be able to prove that to everyone and to myself. I've been asking for it for ages. Another match. Brian Kendrick.
Now, here's the thing. MXW do bring him regularly now, which is good. Yep. Do you reckon that the booker will eventually book that match? Because I would love to see it. Oh, what?
I don't. Okay, so this is nothing against the booker. I love the booker.
Yeah.
But I think the booker books differently to how a lot of like I myself or anyone else would book it. We had I reckon we had the perfect opportunity in Sunbury.
Yeah.
Because it was my hometown. I think I never had the idea of wrestling. Like I said, I want to work in more internationals. I think I'm at that point where I can do that.
Yeah. Well, you keep saying one of your dream matches is Kid Bandit, but now Kid's sadly
retired.
Yeah, I was sad with that.
I like them.
Yeah.
So I was not a fan. I was like never sat there and went, I want to wrestle Brian Kendrick. Until they did the poll on Facebook.
Yeah.
And everyone was saying, there was a lot of comments for me, and I went, I should have a match with Brian Kendrick. I should have this match with Brian Kendrick. And ever since then, I'm like, I want this match with Brian Kendrick now because people want it. There have been a couple of shows where I'm like, oh, I might get this match with Kendrick, and it's revealed to be someone else. Like, fuck. But I'm like, I don't have like. I think at one point I would have sat there and went like, I think with the show where it was like revealed that it was Ace that was wrestling, I was a little bit like, I'm pretty sure I had more votes, even by one, or maybe I just had it a little bit like less.
Yeah.
But like I was sitting there, I'm like, Ace has wrestled him. But there was a story brewing there.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's the story. It makes sense. I'm also heel now in MXW, and I feel like heel Redfield versus Brian Kendrick would be so much fun.
Yeah.
Than face versus face. Kendrick's like face or heel depending on who he's got. So I think that'd be now. I'd like the opportunity to wrestle Kendrick. I don't have any ill feelings towards anyone booking the shows who goes, oh, we'll put these people against Kendrick. Do I think there's been people there that I'm like, oh, I think this me versus Kendrick would have made more sense? Absolutely, 100%. But am I going to sit here and get fucking salty about it all the time? No, I've got the running joke of give me Kendrick. Do I feel like I'll get Kendrick? Probably not, because there's probably other people like right now as well. Since I can't make a lot of the shows, I'm probably not going to get Kendrick.
Yeah.
I'd like to say that the one show Kendrick's down and I'm available, they might go dream match. Here we go. But there's other people on the roster that they might think deserve it more, and that it is what it is, and that's what happens with a lot of things. There are people higher on the card, or people that they go, these people pull off matches 9 times out of 10. Sometimes I'm in a fucking storyline because. I would like internationals. I'd like to be able to have these matches.
Well, just for the the Instagram reels, let's just name off. So, give me 5. Who's the 5 internationals? We'll tag them in there, and let's see if anyone actually bites on this one.
5 in. Oh god, now I'm gonna think. 5 international. Fuck me, internationals. I'd like to work. Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know, because this is hard. I know Brian Kendrick's definitely one of them.
Well, we've already put him in there, so we won't put him in 5. So
I no, this is hard because like I go off which internationals are usually come down on a regular basis. This is hard because Kid Bandit was like what, like I don't have like a list of internationals I want to work. Kid Bandit was one.
yeah.
But obviously Kid Bandit's not available
Well,
anymore.
we'll put them here. So at least we'll tag them.
I don't know because
You
a
know
lot of
who
people.
I want you to do, and it might sound a bit weird, but I just feel like you two would have an amazing match. Shotzi Blackheart. I reckon you two could have a fucking banger of a match. I don't know
I'd wrestle
why.
Shotzi. I'd
Yeah.
wrestle Shotzi. I'd wrestle yeah, I'm open to like I love intergender matches. I think that's really cool.
Oh, 100%.
There was an international down last year that I wanted to wrestle, but I can't remember who.
Internet. Wait, in the Canada Victoria,
I think so.
Let's see who came out. So we had Bobby Fish came out at the start of the year. Oh, well, end of last year. Sorry.
I know I would like to fucking Dimitri did a couple of D&D shows. I'd like
Hardcore
to,
Jesus. Yeah.
yeah, I'd like to wrestle Dimitri one-on-one. Just the vibe from conversations I had with them. That was like, oh yeah, that would be really, really cool to work a one-on-one match with. Far out. I don't really.
You know, this is going to be controversial, and for all the boys in the back, I'm sorry what I'm about to mention the same, but I reckon Sammy Guevara would give you a run for your money.
That would be pretty sick. I don't think we'll get Sammy. Sammy, give us back our gladiator title. I'm doing this for DZ.
Hashtag Sammy Fizz DZ.
Sammy Fizz DZ. Give us our fucking belt back.
Oh, we're getting so much heat on this fucking episode. That's
you
for
know
sure.
what? You know what?
Yeah.
If they were ever to come down, I would like to wrestle Darby Allin.
Oh,
and there's a reason for this.
Yes.
If we were ever to get Darby Allin down, I would like to wrestle Darby Allin because it's my son's favorite wrestler.
Ooh.
My son adores Darby Allin. So to be able to, whether wrestling Darby Allin or even teaming with Darby Allin would be more of a, here you go, son. Like, you get to watch I know full well if I wrestle Darby Allin, my son's going for Darby Allin. But like a dream team, Josh Redfield and Darby Allin, just for my son. I don't like, and it's selfish. I don't care about what everyone else thinks if it doesn't make sense. That would be
if it's that you two against what they call themselves, High Life, Will and Kobe. I reckon that would be a fucking banger of a match.
Yes,
instantly.
absolutely.
The moment you said if you were tagging with Darby, they were the first two people that came to my mind. I have one to put into. They're not international, but they're local though. But I have always said this for the last maybe a year and a half. I reckon you two would have a fucking. It'd be a match of the century. You against Ryan Rapid.
I've had people say that me versus Ryan Rapid. I don't view myself on the level of Ryan Rapid though, which is the like Ryan Rapid's fucking because he's like MCW tag champs with Waterman at the moment.
Think so, yeah.
Yeah, over at MCW. But that's weird because a lot of people actually have said to go to MCW, and I'm like, one, I'm not that good, and
I'd beg to differ.
And two, I don't even think I'm on their radar. Like, I don't put myself out there. There's one thing that I think a lot of people's gripe with me at the moment is you need to message promoters, and I'm like, if they want me, they'll have me. That's my thing. Is if a promoter wants me, they'll have me. Like I'm happy with where I am wrestling wise. Like, of course, I want to go international and stuff like that. It'd be really cool. I don't want to get signed to the WWE or anything else like that. But I would go as far as I can. But I want to feel like people want me. And I know there's again everyone like I'm always one to be like reach out to promotions. Put yourself out there. I tell all the newbies to do that.
Yeah.
Right. Like I'll tell them all. I don't do it myself. One, anxiety. I'm fucking scared. But two, I've already got a lot of people that are like promotions that I work for already. So to be able to put one of those promotions to the side to go work a bigger promotion, the promotion's going to need to want me. Because if I've got like, for example, Adrenaline going, hey, we want you for these dates. And then like, say like MCW go, hey, we're going to bring you in for this date, but you're going to do a battle royal or you're going to do this thing. And I've got like a 15-minute banger match here. I'm going to choose here over that. And I guess I know some people are going to view that as, why are you passing up an opportunity? And it's like, because I can go and here's a whole bunch of content that I can push, and maybe, social media picks up on it.
Yeah.
I get a 15-minute match here where I'm going to be in a battle royal for 2 minutes over here. Yeah, my name gets out more than anything, but I got a match here. If I had a weekend off and MCW went, hey, we've got a battle royal spot here, do you want to take it? I'll take it in a fucking heartbeat. It's not like I've seen MCW shows, they're fucking great. It's just like I got promotions that are wanting me in higher roles, so I'm going to take those. If I had done everything in Adrenaline that I set out to do,
Yeah,
and I'm just doing random matches for Adrenaline, and MCW said, I'd probably go MCW, because I don't need to be doing Adrenaline shows as often, or taking a spot from some of the up and comers, because I've done everything I need to do at Adrenaline that I want to do at Adrenaline.
Yeah.
And it's not just Adrenaline. It's I'm using Adrenaline as an example. I get it's all that timing and what's going on and everything. Like there's multiple factors I look in there. It's not as simple as, oh my god, MCW messaged me, I'm going to MCW. There's a lot of variables that will come into play with a lot of the decisions I make, especially going forward at the moment, and obviously when I'm back full time again as wrestling every single weekend. So
I think one thing you need to also stress, because I'm in the boat as well. When you do message promoters and stuff, you're gonna have to be prepared for them to say no, or I will keep it under mind. Because I'm not gonna name names, but I've messaged promotions to see if I could get on, potentially get the Go family involved as well. And the astounding thing is, oh, we've already got somebody in that role. Sorry, or they'll leave me on red, or they'll say, oh yeah, that's great, but we need you to not work at certain shows. I went. The moment I hear the moment I hear the not working thing, I'm like, yep, all right, see you later. Because that's only happened. That's happened to me once, only once, right? And thank God now they are not doing that, because that was years ago when I did that. But that's I hate it when promotions do that. They said, "Oh, you've actually worked for this." It's fucking stupid.
As soon as a promotion turns around and says you can't work for here, or you can't work here if you work there, I'm like, it shouldn't be like that. We should be building Australian wrestling.
Yeah.
We should be all supporting each other. Obviously, there's those rare cases where certain promotions shouldn't be in existence, and certain wrestlers shouldn't be on shows. But as soon as I get that inkling, I'm like, I think I've only ever had it happen to me once years ago. I've had inklings from other promotions in the last couple of years where they're like, oh, I don't really want you working this show, or you really work that show. And I'm like, yeah, well, I'm going to work that show. I'm going to work this show as well. I've had one major promotion that's reached out to me years ago. I won't say major promotion, a promotion in Victoria that reached out to me years ago and said, if we want to bring you on board, but you can't work anywhere else. And I was like, no.
Well, there's that. Like, I don't want to be political or anything, and I'm not going to name the promotion. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to put it in here. This will be on the Patreon bit, so people know.
But yeah, no, I had a promotion reach out. They wanted me to change my name and everything. And I went, not happening. I've got an established name. This was like 2016, would have been 10 years ago now.
What are they going to call you? Brian Johnson or something like that?
No, they didn't know. They didn't know. They just wanted me to come down, train their style of wrestling, and change my name and everything. And I went, no, not happening.
No.
Because originally they thought I was a Queensland wrestler because I was working a lot in Queensland. So they were going to bring me in for a couple of shows. And then they found out that I was in Victoria, and then the whole vibe changed. I'm like, oh, great. And then same said promotion, I heard rumors that they were interested in bringing me in about a year ago.
Yeah.
And then never heard anything. I was like, oh, because I was really keen to work the shows.
Yeah.
And then, oh yeah, we're talking about bringing you in, yada yada yada. I'm like, okay, cool. What's the go then? What's the go? Nothing. And then I didn't hear anything, and I was like, okay, cool. I even showed face a bit. I went to their shows a couple of times. I went to support friends.
Yeah.
For a lot of it. Until then, I started hearing rumors that they were like some of the Ross had been asking to bring me in. And then I was on the books, and then I didn't hear anything, and I was like, all right, cool. And then I heard one rumor on why I wasn't, and I was like, okay, that's fine, I understand that. It made me giggle because the same person also asked me to do a show for, yeah, it was a weird thing. And I was like, okay, that's weird. You can't. Why am I hearing that this is a reason why I'm not being booked? But then I was asked to do this one show randomly. Anyway, like, okay, cool, whatever. It is what it is.
One thing that needs to be said: wrestling, because that's
Wrestling,
the
yeah.
fucking industry for you.
Yeah, and like that's fine. Again, like wrestling, as I love wrestling. Obviously, wrestling isn't the be all and end all for me, but I do. If I could, I adore this business.
Mm.
And I wish I could make it further. If I don't make it further, I'm okay with that. I'm happy doing my alpha shows, my adrenaline shows. Fucking all these shows, peaks. Like just wrestling in Australia is fine with me. I don't mind that. I've got a family.
Mm.
I stream every single night. Like there is so much more to, like there is people that live and breathe wrestling. Live and breathe it. They wrestle every weekend. They train every single day. They do this, do that, yada yada yada.
Mm.
I have so much more things going on the outside for me as well. Obviously I wrestle every weekend. I used to wrestle every single weekend. I'll go back to wrestling every single weekend once I'm back. But obviously currently I work, I Twitch, I stream every single night because that's another major passion of mine. The OF, adult content, passion of mine. I've got to make time for friends, family. There's so much that goes on in my world that sometimes it's like wrestling. Yeah, cool. I'm going to, I do it every single weekend. I wrestle all the fucking time. I train when I can train at the moment because obviously fucking I'm left here, there, and fucking everywhere. And yeah, like it's like when people are like, oh, but there's some people that have said to me before, if you want this, you're going to work for it. I'm like, yeah, I want this. I'm working for it, but I'm also not going to kill my body over it. I'm also not going to push away all my other interests and things that I want to do it. Twitch, I love because I think if it wasn't for Twitch, I don't think people would have fully connected the way they have with me either. There's a lot of people that have come from Twitch to shows and then have started coming to shows. And I think without Twitch, I wouldn't be the wrestler that I am today. And without wrestling, I wouldn't be the streamer that I am today. Am I a big famous? God, no. I get like 10, 20 viewers a stream. But it's a tight-knit community where we all talk and chat and stuff like that. Do I want to get bigger on Twitch? Fuck yeah, that'd be great. Let me be able to stream DVD every day and get paid for it. Means I can then put more focus into wrestling.
Or you could be like Giant Cody and open up Pokemon packs every fucking day.
Fuck yeah,
I love it when he does that too because I'm just like, you got nothing better to do? All right, cool. And then as the moment that pops into my head, he pulls out something fucking amazing. I'm just like, fuck, I envy him.
Like there's a whole bunch of cool stuff. like again, like I've got a whole bunch of I've got 3 main interests and hobbies that I do. I want to try and succeed in all of them. So I've got to put time for all of them as well. So, yeah, I'm happy with where I am at wrestling. I obviously want to do more. I want to obviously, it's going to sound really selfish of me. I want to have these banger matches. I want to be able to go out there, have these fucking awesome matches. I want promotions. Again, I've heard certain promotions will be like, "Yo, man, you're a really good wrestler." And I'm like, "Let me show it, please. Let me show that then. Give me these really cool matches. Let me wrestle again. Like these, let me go out there and have these, 15-minute bangers. Give me these opportunities. I wish I did more as Adrenaline Heavyweight Champion. I know there was a really weird time while I was champion because booking changed a couple of times. People came and gone and stuff like that. I wish I could have done more. I did as much as I could with the cards that I was dealt, but I reckon I could have had some really good fucking matches along the way. Which I don't think I got the opportunity to, which is fine by me in like a sense of like, I'm happy with the reign. I got the run. I shouldn't have, it was a championship. I should have never won at that point in time. But yeah, and I'm hoping now at Adrenaline after winning the heavyweight title, obviously legacy championship, next goal. It's the final step now. Cement the legacy, so to speak. JSA's was promote the legacy. Mine's cement the legacy. And during that time, I want to be able to have these banger matches with these people, Alpha, I've got so much I want to do at Alpha, so much. I think that's the other thing. The only other time I would retire is when I'm like, I've done everything I need to do.
Mm.
I have a list of things I want to do. I think if I crossed off everything on that list, I'd probably retire happy. I would be like, yeah, cool. I do my final run, putting people over, having the final storylines, and then I think I'd be happy. If that means I retire in 5 years because I've done everything, fuck yeah. If that means I retire in 10, fuck yeah, sweet.
Let me retire first before you retire, please. So at least I can go back and be a fan and just enjoy it as a fan instead of being a worker.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think a lot of my things are more storyline match types than probable than wins. I think I've got like one. Obviously, I want to win all the belts at Adrenaline, all the belts at Alpha. That's a plan. What else do I have?
Do you want to be a cooked champion at peak?
I wouldn't mind it. Honestly, wouldn't mind it. I think it's a really cool design title, and I'd be really cool because I think I fit the cooked vibe very well. Not in the sense of like throwing my body around like a fucking lunatic, but like you look at me and you're like, that's fucking Redfield. I think a lot of people know I want to win a Rumble.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that because you've said that multiple times to me in the past.
I want to win a Rumble. I want a long boy. I want a long boy a Rumble, which was originally meant to do this year. I was meant to do it with Adrenaline.
Yep.
I was meant to long boy that Rumble from entry number 1. Obviously that didn't happen. Broderick got the spot, and you know what? I'm so proud of Broderick. I love Broderick. So I'm really happy it was Brods that took that spot. Yeah. But yeah, I want to win a Rumble.
Well, you've got next month. I think it's next month. Is the Ruthless Rumble? Yeah.
Fingers crossed. I don't think I'll win it. If we look at it from storyline, Redfield just randomly coming back and winning a Rumble. Unless they want to do with the whole mysterious thing and like Josh Redfield wins the Rumble, comes back, wins the Rumble, disappears, starts playing mind games. Who's he going to pick? And then right at the end of the year, super kick the champion.
Are we seriously pitching while we're on this episode? I mean, you wouldn't be the first one to do it.
I've always wanted. I said I tried to pitch. I pitched a heel turn to everyone before when I took the FIFO job. I pitched a heel turn to everyone. Let me do the Roman Reigns, because then I can still cut promos and put them on shows. If you give me a title, I'm simply sitting there as a heel. I have your bout. I Sammy Guevara'd you. You know, like I could do this like whole aspect. You know, play this whole fucking story. Obviously not. I'm the tribal chief. Do it in my own fucking way.
He's the OnlyFans chief. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. I've asked promotions something in a non-suited for work title. No one's done it yet.
Oh,
non-suited for work champion. I think it'd be fucking perfect. That's another thing.
Why ask a promotion? Why don't we just make one and you defend it wherever you go?
Because I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Hey, it worked for what's that guy? Zach
Ryder.
Is that his name? Oh wait, or is it Matt Code, the indie god?
Matt Condona now.
Yeah.
Not my thing. I think originally years ago when I was doing Set Up Society, we were going to create a title called the Threesome title. Which was because obviously I was doing Set Up Society with PJ and B-Lars in Queensland, and it was Venom Pro Wrestling. And we were doing the Barney Stinson gimmick. So dressing up in suits, all that type of stuff. And if you watch How I Met Your Mother, Barney Stinson brings out about an old WWF Winged Eagle about, calls it the Threesome title. So we were going to bring in the Threesome title as part of the gimmick. But the whole thing was that it would play in line of the person with the most 3-ways would be champion. So we had like ideas of like, you know, fucking during a match, like I'd come out with like the title or something. We'd be doing a tag match. I mean, PJ, and then B-Lars would come out in a robe, take the title, and we'd look at him, and then 2 girls would come out with him, and then they'd all go backstage, and I'd be like, motherfucker, because the title would change hands as soon as that number, you know. Where the designs and everything for it.
Why did this not happen? This was so funny and cool.
So it was one of those it was one of those really cool things that we were going to do at one point.
Can you picture the peak? I reckon that'd
I
be.
can picture the peak. I don't know if it'd be like. I reckon if they did a threesome title, it'd be like a triple threat title where you could only win the belt.
Nah, surely we can get some girls or some guys to participate in this. Surely,
I don't know. Maybe, possibly.
surely.
But yeah, I think that was I think non-suited for work title was definitely one I'd like to see it in a like peak would probably be the best place for it.
Yeah.
Where they crown a non-suited for work champion, and I'd like to be able to put my hand up and be like, inaugural, thank you. But because like that's what Peak wanted. Peak wanted when I first started with Peak. Peak was like, we're gonna play off the fact that you do adult content. I'm like, oh, are we now?
Oh yeah, because wasn't it meant to be something with you and Happy at one point? Because Happy had an OnlyFans as well. Happy Kai, I mean, not other people.
I think his manager at the time. We were going to do something there.
Yeah.
And then that never happened because we were gonna tell a story there, but that never eventuated into something. And yeah, I think that Peak wanted to play off it a bit, and I kind of sat there and I went, as much as I embrace that side of me, I don't want it to be promoted alongside the wrestling with how you're doing it.
Right.
It's a part of who I am, and we can play into it at certain parts and times and use it. But like as like proper like promotional stuff, do we need? I have family and friends on Facebook, and on on certain social medias that this stuff gets promoted. I'd like to be able to share it without my mother going, I don't need this on my timeline.
And yet you've just done an episode of What If It's Cool, and we've done all this, and there's going to be a shitload of content that's going to be making it onto the interwebs.
I was gonna say this is one of those ones where you don't release just one or two clips. It's going to be all of the clips in small clippies.
Well, look, we're at the 2 hour mark, so this is going to be a 2-parter anyway. So
it's worth it since it's been one of the most requested podcasts that you've had.
Shit.
So,
like I seriously thought I thought we were gonna go for an hour, and then I was like, you know what? No, fuck it. Let's just keep going. Like, so
let's just talk until like there's gonna be like fucking yearly parts. You're gonna release all the parts and be like, hey, I need more content because we've run out of parts. I'm like, all right, we're gonna have to do it again.
We'll go through other parts of your lifestyle and everything. I think that'll be really good. And that's the end of part 2. Remember, if you want to watch the full version of this episode, it is only available on Patreon. For $7 a month, you get early access to episodes, full uncut episodes, exclusive shows, your names in the credits, just like these cool cats. And you don't have to wait as long to get the full version of this interview. So make sure to check it out. And with that being said, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcasts. Want more from What If It's Cool? Make sure to check out the YouTube channel where you get the video portions of this podcast, as well as some machine videos. And don't forget to follow What If It's Cool on all socials. You can be found at What If It's Cool. Keep that support coming. And until next time, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.